Well, hello everyone. Happy Throwback Thursday, and the rotation leads us to a Star Wars review, and this one's on the Duel on Geonosis from 2013. So first off, for the four minifigs included, first of which is Yoda, probably first time updated version of him. Well, traditional movie saga version Yoda, which did also come in a few other sets the few following years as well. But however, the head kind of piece for him, headpiece on him, which does look quite good for how it is, and still holds up till today. Well, unlike with the recent 2023 version Yoda, which was for Young Jedi Adventures, only other time updated again. And it does have nice sculpting on top, and well holds up for that. And next to which is episode 2 version of Count Dooku, which, but definitely not like the Clone Wars version. Well, everything, the torso printing and all, kind of similar to the Clone Wars versions that we've had. But however, the face printing, kind of the same as Sauron's from the Lord of the Rings Hobbit saga. But they're the same actor, Christopher Lee, of course. But yeah, and also the same. So the Bruce Wayne hairpiece in white, nice fitting, quite well fitting to him, and wielding the red lightsaber with the curved hilt piece, which is still remains chrome. At this point, kind of weird how that is, but whatever. It also does have the Ninjago lightning bolt piece, but used as force lightning, which was also used on Emperor Palpatine, of course. And then next to which have a pilot droid, which has the same exact torso arm pieces as any battle droid kind of does, but also the headpiece, which same as all the Senate Commando droids, but the side printings all look quite different for how it is, but kind of interesting how that is, but yeah. And then also does have, and the main rest of it is just a clip and side brick, and also a couple of cheese slopes on a plate for that. And then lastly is Poggle the Lesser, which one of the lead Geonosians, but however the wing piece, same as that came in the two that came in the Geonosis canon and set the year prior, but however the face print or the headpiece, which is all new specific to him, and luckily is a soft rubber type material, also like that as well. And also wielding the cane piece, since he is the wise elder of the Geonosians, and the cylinder piece, which holds the Death Star plans. So of course, when they did on a traditional cylinder piece, although they used which I find major good update from that one that came in the 2009 Venator for that. And then on the back sides of each of them, whereas Count Dooku, only one that does have has a double-sided face print, but also well-fitting to him. And also, not at all any back torso printing, which is kind of strange for figs at this time, 2013, but, and of course, but luckily do see it more commonly nowadays, but yeah. In his case, the more crinklier type material. If he were done now, I would expect it to be the more soft cloth material, but yeah. But however, both Yoda's and Poggle's quite good for how they work, and also does have the hair in the back of the head part, which Yoda tends to have, but yeah. And that's about. And as for this minifig selection, of which I think they also could have included younger Obi-Wan or Anakin or whatever, since they are also around in this sequence in the film. Hang on a sec. Hold on. So like first up for the builds is Count Dooku's little speeder bike, which also kind of similar to the one that came in the Bark Speeder set from the winter wave of the year earlier in the year, of course. But luckily it's in the dark brown color, and also unlike with that one that came in the Jedi Duel set in 2002, it was in sand blue. For that, quite mysterious on how that is, but luckily it still holds up. But however, this is what's most accurate it is, and I think well holds up to today. And it's all standing on a clear, large cylinder piece. But and also, like, as for some parts and bits of which has a plenty of snot going on with this little wheel kind of part that holds the classic space droid arms onto, and also these two car hood pieces there, and also this center part of which with the handlebars and also a little tile below of which where you can set your Count Dooku minifig onto, and notice the curved slope there, which is most likely to help with the cape part of which. So at least that which nice good touch to this set, of course. And that's further down in which is have a couple of these other grill pieces acting as like venting for that, and a lot of jumpers that hold a long jagged slope onto. And then the far back part, which has this odd slope piece, which is most likely from the Cars lines, well, on Francesco for that. But although it's in dark brown for that, and a couple of the sign pieces in black or in brown to act as extra fin parts, like we see on most speeder bikes for that. So I guess that's about it with Count Dooku's speeder. And now onto the rest of the set itself. And of course, this which is supposed to be like the cave section of Geonosis, where Yoda comes to fight Count Dooku in, of course. But however, this which like a little foresight of that, which if this set were remade now, I think it'd probably be similar, quite similar to this. But yeah. But as for the front gate section, which has this like long tile piece for that, which is where you can like sit your speeder bike onto, and just kind of stands around it for that. Although, if it were done now, I think it should have some like jumpers around it for it to stand on the stud surface, because if you stand it there and move it around, it would just flop right off for that. And however, for this gate section, which is the entrance to the cave, which is comprised of mostly like a bunch of gray jagged slopes going in one way and then another way, and then just going right upwards to this top section part. And the one bit of snot on there is with this curved slope acting as the main entrance. And there's the bar pieces there, which are actually used as sprinkler or flick fire missile, but used as lantern parts, which probably represent to use as like a force move with that kind of feature. Not sure if it counts as one of the features, but whatever. And as for this one little section, which comprises mostly two little ugly rock pieces, is but in dark brown for that. And however, one bit can open up, and then there's a little crate on there. But although in instructions which say it's where you can store the force lightning onto, but actually I think you can store some other things in there if you wanted. But yeah. And then as for the other wall section, also I think it's kind of modular. Yeah, it is. So like this wall section, which is comprised of mostly this one little ugly rock piece. Also this other section also is, to say quickly. And then do have some curved slopes going all over it, to making a traditional Geonosian pattern. And it's one side of which if you notice that little technic rod there, you press on that, and makes this jagged slope fly right off to that. Also to represent like a force attack or something. And then the other side of which is mostly like this another ugly little small ugly rock piece, and also this little piston part of it you can actually like push right downwards and makes the tower come right down to it. So kind of close to that of the Balance Scarif set in 2017 for that, but luckily nothing blocking it. But, and it also can like go somewhat downwards and represent Yoda using the Force to like save the Jedi underneath. Although would still wish there would be an Obi-Wan or Anakin minifig to include in here to represent that scene, but whatever. And then have this little tube piece that goes randomly to there, and also if you notice this long Technic bar, or I mean rod kind of piece to there, which does have a few bits onto there. So the whole point of that is where you can take Yoda, pop his head off, and put that on the neck part, and also put the head part on, and just kind of attach to that. And then represent the whole sequence, or the whole Yoda and Dooku's fight sequence in the film, which representing when Yoda does like over 100 flips around Count Dooku. And of course, this would be kind of hard to do, unless if you still with maybe there could have been another one of these to put on Count Dooku, also represent him trying to do a flip or two for that. But yeah, whatever. Maybe that would have been a little too much. But, and to connect back together is kind of smooth. Which kind of like the Hobbit, like the Dol Guldur set and the Hobbit sets. But yeah. And let me get these all together. So now for my overall verdict. Overall, I think this is a very good set for how it is. Like, get a good fight sequence between Yoda and Count Dooku, and of course one of the good scenes from Episode 2, and also do get one good exclusive fig being of Poggle the Lesser, and also the little speeder bike as well. But yeah, and I think this set, which well holds up till today. Oh, and also forgot to point out the light section, which also done kind of goodly, like with the megaphone pieces as lights and all. But yeah, that's it. And once again, and also this piston part is actually not one of the later piston pieces, but just a few extra Technic bits put together, and yeah. But although for the $40 that it was back in 2013, I say quite good for how it is. Like get a good sequence and also kind of a good display set as well. But yeah, and also a couple good features of which being of the falling tower and doing the lot flips with Count Dooku or with Yoda, of course. Well, although you can could have worked out as a whole separate piece to do so, like in the early 2000s Studios line. But yeah, it's now. I think this set well deserves a remake today, but included a couple extra figs being of Obi-Wan and Anakin for that. Well, Anakin with the other sliced off arm, of course. And that would make it a little more accurate to that, and also more better sense for this whole sequence in the movie. But yeah, and also a kind of more studded for the platform as well. But yeah, but although for this set as is, still kind of forgive how it is. But yeah, that. And now, if you still have this set from back in the day, well, I hope you had plenty of good memories of it. And for those who haven't and are still looking to get this set, I say definitely worth picking up. Like eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, Bricks and Minifigs, whatever. And that's about it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.